Hello guys, welcome to my channel Code and Develop. I am Gautam and today I am going to tell you how to create a project using XIB and how to move from one page to another. So let's start it. We'll choose single view app, we'll name it my first app and we'll save it on desktop. So here we go. So as I told you, we are going to use XIB, so I'm going to delete this storyboard file and then go to trash. I'll also delete this file because I'm going to use view controller with XIB. So let's create new view controller. Okay, the first view controller, also create XIB file. Don't forget to create XIB file as well. Okay, so we are done, but as we just deleted the storyboard file, we need to remove it from playlist file. Here we delete this property. Okay, we are done. Now let's start. Go to app delegate as okay, sorry. So the when we launch any app, any iOS app, the first method that is called is this method, did finish launching with options. So what we have to do is just connect our view controller from our just we have to set our view controller as first page, for which we have to do some steps like so. First thing is we have to create our window, that is self window equal to PUI window. Now first thing we have to do, we have to create a navigation process, for which we'll need a navigation controller, for which I am creating a navigation controller variable that is of UI navigation controller, and we'll make it optional. Then we will create variable for our view controller, first view controller, and our class base name first view controller. Okay, so now first thing we have to create the object of first view controller using its XIV file. So we'll do that like for self dot first view controller equal to first view controller nib name is actually the name of the XIV our view controller then that is nil. Then we have to create the object of our navigation controller. We'll do that like navigation controller root view controller. So we'll pass a view controller in a root view controller of the navigation controller. That means our first view controller will be the root of the navigation controller. That means first page in navigation controller, navigation first page in navigation stack. Okay, now we'll add it to our window. The navigation controller will be the root of window. Actually, our window is the base of the app, after which it will set its root as navigation controller, then our view controller. Okay, and then self dot window dot make key end visible. Okay, so as we have to check this first, so first thing we'll do is create a label on our view controller so that we can identify if it is the same page that we have created. Here just align it to center and name it as first page. Great. Here you go. Now let's run it on iPhone 8 simulator because it is already running, so it will not take time. Sometimes take time on compiling and running. It's running here. See, this is our first view controller and first page that we have just created. Okay, so hope you understand this flow. Now I'm going to tell you how to move from one page to another page, like one view controller to another view controller. So for that we'll first create a new view controller and name it as second view controller, and same, also create XIV file. Great. So for this thing we'll need some action, that for which we'll add a button, and that button is right here. Move, we'll name it as move to next. Okay, so as we have just created our button, we have to create an action for which we'll select this, and by here we'll add the action of touch up inside, and we'll name it as move button action, and we just connect it. Great. Now we'll move back to our first view controller class and we'll put some action here. Okay, so you will have to do one thing to first create the object of second view controller and push it to second view controller using the navigation controller. So here we go, let second view controller equal to second view controller name will pass the XIV name of view controller. It is same, so we put the same name on the class. Okay, now we'll push it to that page using navigation controller, for which we'll write self.navigation push view controller equal to second view controller, that is object of the second view controller, and animated of course true. Okay, I think we are done, so let's run it. Hey, its alignment is not correct, but here we got our label, here we got our button. Just click on it. See, we just reach to second view controller, but as there is not any kind of label or button, so we cannot see that. This back button is of navigation controller, navigation bar. We can use it to move back to our first page like this. So let me create a label on second page so that we can identify it. Center aligned, name it as second page. Let's create a button to go back from using our own button. Let me name it back and make its method. Okay, here we go, back button action. We are done. oops, I just created the object of the button, so we don't need it right now, but we can create it if we need to use that. But for method we need to use touch up inside, so just do that. Back button action, let's name it different as we have already. Back button 1 action. Okay, great, fine. Let's move back to class, and as we have our own back button, we can put the action like self.navigation controller dot pop. When you want to go back, you have to use pop view controller. When you have to go to some class, you have to use push view controller. Animate it through. Great, now let's run it. Here we can go. Let's click on this button. Hey, we are on second page. Okay, so I hope you understand the how to create active project using XIV file and how to go from one class to another class. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and share to all your friends. Thank you very much.